Welcome to Film My Watch List. My name is Richard Keeney. Today I'll be reviewing Lean on Pete. First off though, I just want to thank all my frequent viewers for recently bringing me up to 1,000 subscribers, so thank you very much, it means a lot to me. Lean on Pete is the first US-based film from Andrew Haigh, the acclaimed director of Weekend and 45 Years. Much like Andrea Arnold's American Honey and David Mackenzie's Hell or High Water, Haigh continues the trend of British directors telling stories about those forgotten members of American society. Following a troubled young man with a passion for horses, Lean on Pete is an affecting and humanistic character study and a brilliant vehicle for breakthrough star Charlie Plummer, who you may recognise from All the Money in the World. His character Charlie is a quiet and unassuming teenager who has just moved to Oregon with his father. His mother isn't around and they have trouble making ends meet. His father tending to leave Charlie to his own devices for days on end. As the summer begins, Charlie gravitates towards a nearby racecourse where he meets a jaded trainer, Del, played by Steve Buscemi, who he convinces to give him a job looking after his aging racehorse, Lean on Pete. Buscemi plays his role well, stern but friendly to his new apprentice, whilst effectively portraying a grizzled old-timer who plays fast and loose with the rules. Between Del and his jockey Bonnie, played by Chloe Sevigny, Charlie finds a dysfunctional yet welcoming atmosphere. Chloe Sevigny plays Bonnie with warmth, taking Charlie under her wing and balancing Del's grumpiness nicely. This maternal nature towards the motherless Charlie is genuinely touching. Between this and Del's attempts at giving Charlie responsibility and manners, the two represent parental figures of a sort, in a landscape of poverty and quiet desperation we're afforded glimpses of hope for Charlie's future in the form of these relationships and his growing attachment to the racehorse Pete. As the film progresses, we gradually gain insight into his reserved character, who, on the verge of manhood, is only just beginning to learn these things about himself. The film is moving and a poignant journey towards belonging, a look at those forgotten by society through no fault of their own. As with Bonnie and Del, Andrew Haigh presents an array of deeply human characters with his film, none of whom are easily defined. Likewise, Charlie's father Ray, played by Travis Fimmel, is a likeable loser who through random love affairs affords Charlie temporary mother figures from time to time when he isn't gone for days on end. Their relationship is casual but affectionate in its own way. Whilst undoubtedly Charlie's strongest human connection, they live more so like roommates than father and son. Nevertheless, Charlie's devotion to his father and efforts to make money to bring food home, as well as Ray's clear fondness for Charlie, make this otherwise unconventional father-son dynamic affecting and unexpected. It would be all too easy to paint Charlie's poverty-stricken home life with an angry and abusive father figure, instead of the refreshing grey area of a kind yet fairly ineffective paternal presence that we get instead. Lean on Pete is full of these refreshing spins on the familiar. Often when we expect the worst out of people that Charlie encounters, we're pleasantly surprised. The relationship between Charlie and the titular horse, Lean on Pete, so similar to him in the way that he's been underestimated and forgotten, is an effective story point. A moment in which Charlie walks Pete through the desert whilst opening up about his childhood and other personal issues is heartbreakingly vulnerable. Though many people are happy to allow Charlie into their lives, he keeps his true feelings close to his chest, only able to confide in a creature who can't judge him or belittle these emotions. Finding another person who Charlie can be this vulnerable with is rare, so when it happens later in the film, the effect is quite profound. These interactions succeed in crafting a delicate yet potent atmosphere that settles over the film's quieter moments. Much like the subdued yet poignant atmosphere conjured throughout the narrative, the style in which the film is shot is simple yet quietly beautiful. The way that Haigh lingers close with Charlie through seemingly effortless long takes, even when something seemingly important is happening off screen, allows us an intimate glimpse at this shy yet intriguing young man's life, who would otherwise go largely unnoticed in his surroundings. His keenly observed reactions in turn gain importance, making the film an empathetic character study. It's this focus on Plummer's fantastically subtle performance that so thoroughly involves us in his emotional journey. Andrew Haigh has succeeded in crafting an affectionate and often poignant film with Lean on Pete, which, standing beside his previous two films, Weekend and 45 Years, marks him as a malleable and exciting director. It isn't world-changing or anything so grand, but it's a simple and effective story well told. I would certainly recommend the film just as fervently as I would those other two, with 45 Years perhaps still being my favourite of his. I'm going to give the film 4 stars out of 5. Looking for a new movie site? Check out our creative partner MovieBabbleReviews.com, where you can find an array of reviews, articles and other movie discussion to sink your teeth into. If you want to donate to Film My Watch List and help improve the quality and frequency of our uploads, check out the link to our Patreon in the description below. Finally, if you enjoyed this review, be sure to subscribe and check out our other content. Thanks very much for watching.